What's up, young white boy, my fellow brethren? This video is for you. A little bit about myself. If you haven't seen me before, my name's Cameron Howes. The last month I've been posting videos trying to tell the truth. And this is one of my truths. And I'm addressing it to young white boys because that's who I'm talking to. A lot of people have been calling me a great dad, a great person. Tell your truth, man. Yeah, you're authentic, man. I love your content. I'm assuming some of that's going to flip now. But be careful what you wish for. I want to talk to white boys because there's never any white boys talking to white boys. Unfortunately, all of the dialogue around any rational thought around culture or race in this country has to be had by someone that doesn't look like me. Because apparently me and you, we're the worst people in the world, right? Wrong. Very, very wrong. They tell us in this country that multiculturalism is our greatest strength. Oh, really? Multiculturalism is my greatest strength. Let's unpack that. You know what that means? That means that, young white boy, your greatest strength is that there aren't that many of you. That there's different people that make you stronger. No, young white boy, that's wrong. What makes you great and what makes you special and what should make you proud is that you're a white boy and you come from a country built by white boys. See those roads? You can't. There's roads over there, right? They were paved by white boys. The farms behind them, they were cultivated by white boys. The shores, defended by white boys. Never let them tell you multiculturalism crept into World War II. In World War II, multiculturalism wasn't our greatest strength. It was the fucking dudes fighting on the shores and dying for the people back home, which were predominantly and the majority white boys. Now, you've been told your whole life you can't be proud of who you are because you ain't black and you held slaves apparently. Well, number one, so did everybody. We, the white boy, was the one to outlaw slavery, mind you. That is how empathetic you are, my friend. That is how special you are. That is how good you are. You, my young friend, are Hemingway. You can write stories and create worlds and articulate visions that captivate every human on earth. You are Beethoven, my young friend. You can write symphonies. You are Winston Churchill, my young friend. You will fight on the shores. You will fight in the trenches. You will fight everywhere. You will never give in and you will never surrender. That is who you come from. When the weight of the world is stacked against you and all of the walls are crashing in, you endure. That is who you are. The economy that we prosper from every day, a man created that looked just like you, Adam Smith, and the Wealth of Nations. You, my young friend, are a world builder. I, my young friend, me, I am special. I am great because I come from great men. I am not ashamed of the men I come from, nor have I ever been, nor will I ever be. My dad transported goods up and down this East Coast and helped build this country. My father is a world builder. He is one of the most fierce and industrious men I've ever met, and I will never be ashamed of him because of the color of his skin or the bluish tint of his eyes. And that's who you are, my friend. You are a warrior, a poet, an artist, an empathetic individual that comes from a line of people that should be lauded, but are disgraced. Do you know our people from England, our people from Western Europe, but let's talk about England, because that's where the vast majority of us will have ties to. Do you know we were subjugated, we were slaves, for longer than the people that they're telling you to feel sorry for? We, for 500 years, endured the Dark Ages when Rome left us with f***ing pitchforks to defend ourselves. We had no weapons, no currency, and no infrastructure because our occupiers, those that made us slaves, serfs, in our own kingdom, left because they were losing their own. We fought off for 500 years 6'5" behemoths from Scandinavia, and we didn't always win, but you know what I'm most proud of? It's never the winning. We endured. We assimilated. We appropriated and then we f***ing took back over. And do you know what ensued from that? Do you know what came after 500 years of deprivation, torture, death, famine? Do you know what came from it? The greatest dynasty that has ever been in existence, that will ever be known, the English Empire. We controlled the f***ing ocean. We controlled everything. We took over everything. We were demolished for 1,000 years. We were serfs for 1,000 years. And we endured for 1,000 years. 1,000 years. You want me not to make a video because they're going to call me racist? I come from people that endured for 1,000 fucking years. 1,000 years we endured. And we took everything back. plus some. You know how small England is? For 1,000 years after those 1,000 years of torment, for 1,000 years we defended those shorelines. We won 2 world fucking wars. 2 of them. Another great story, I was listening to a podcast, and I'm listening to the guy who was a Yank talk about it, you know, the people that were most involved, the Germans, the French Secret Service, and all of these crazy warriors, who I respect. And you know who he said the most fearsome warriors were at the time? My young white brethren that has been told to be ashamed of himself. Do you know who were the most fearsome? It wasn't the Nazis, it wasn't the North Africans, or the Greeks, or the Turks. It was us. And you know why? Because no matter how many fucking shells you dropped, no matter how many times you tried to kill us, no matter how many men you had, no matter how certain death was for us, do you know what they heard come out of our trenches? The most blood-curdling, gut-wrenching, fearsome sound to ever grace a battlefield was the fucking laughter of an Australian larrikin, because you cannot beat us. We are too strong, too proud, we are too smart and too resilient. And right now in Australia, we are being told to apologise for ourselves, to apologise for those men? No, thank you. No, I am proud of those men. Every single nation, I will open the debate for anyone who can show me a group of people that have never committed a travesty in the name of their people, culture, religion, whatever. You can't find one. I will never entertain a conversation about how bad those men were unless we first admit how great they were and how proud we should be to come from them. Young white boy out there, I tell you, I implore young white men out there to see the bug in the system, which is your empathy. We thought our empathy was a feature. Our empathy saved slaves. Our empathy built the modern world. The white man built the epicenter of modern civilization. Everyone wants to live next to us, but no one will admit it. And what's worse is they want you to apologize for it. We come from incredible men and great culture. Never, ever, ever apologize for who you are. You should be singing the praises of your forefathers up and down the street every time you drive on the road, every time you eat produce from these lands. You should be thanking our forefathers. Multiculturalism is not our greatest strength. It is the white boy. The white boy built the Sydney Harbour Bridge. The white boy designed and built the Opera House. The white boy built Sydney. The white boy built this country. The white boy built this government. The white boy built the very freedoms that the diverse people that come here today get to enjoy. And we ought to be fucking thanked for that, not have to apologize for it. Okay? This, I speak out of passion, not aggression. This is not to say that we should hate anyone else. We did this to ourselves. We allowed this to happen to ourselves because we are so empathetic. It is an open paradox that the most empathetic race of people, the most empathetic culture of people, the most empathetic history of all people is the white boy. And we are the only ones made apologize for it. It is ridiculous. It is absurd. You need to read a book. Or not, watch my videos. This is the truth. This is your truth. Be proud of who you are. You are an incredible human being. You are a beautiful, special, talented person. You have the world at your feet. You come from world builders. Believe in it. The world will be better for it.